Yes, media focused on these psychological disorders does intrigue me because they shed light on lesser known conditions which people don't really talk about, and it's quite interesting to me because I have A level psychology.
Media focused on niche psychological disorders does not interest me. I don't think that is something that I would particularly reach for when I'm looking for films to watch.
Media focused on niche psychological disorders very much intrigue me. Like some of my favorite films like Girl Interrupted or Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. You know, in Girl Interrupted, they're like a group of women who are, in a psych ward that deal with certain like different mental disorders. Like I love a film which shows that.
I think the most important aspect in the film is the storyline because it focuses on like the character development and the overall foundation of a film, and it engages the audience in the way no sound effect or visual effect can.
The most important aspect of a film, in my opinion, is the visual effects because the visual effects really tie in all of the scenes together and they make it feel cohesive.
Yeah. I mean, for me, the most important aspect in a film is the storyline because for me, it's the soul of a film and it is something which keeps you engaged.
If we are talking about a film that left me with an uneasy or eerie feeling, that would definitely be Shutter Island because it just makes you think and think and think, and you never know what's happening until the end. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend that.
Yes, I would recommend such films to other people because I feel like these are the films that can really leave an impact on audiences.
I do actually prefer psychological thrillers that focus more on creating tension over action because when there is like more tension, it creates more suspense and catches more attention from the audience. But most of the people they don't really prefer action. In my opinion, but that's just my opinion.
Yes, I prefer psychological thrillers that focus on creating tension over action because I feel like action is too simple of a concept in terms of uh, the execution of psychological thrillers instead of creating tension through visual elements.
And yeah, I prefer psychological thrillers that focus on creating tension over action. For example, Gone Girl. You know, you don't get to see a lot of action in it. It's just, you want to see what's going on in the movie, what's the antagonist doing, where is she, or whatever. So yeah, it keeps you intrigued and like throughout the whole film, you want to watch it till the end. I mean, for me, it's like that.
I prefer movies to have a happy ending, especially when the movie is about mental disorders or heavy topics like that, because it just offers more hope or like a positive point of view.
I would prefer for the movie to have a cliffhanger because I feel like that leaves much to be desired.
Ending, whether if it's happy or sad or cliffhanger, it should be good. But I am gonna say a happy ending because like I want to see a character who's like going through certain mental disorders to live a happy life at the end or recover.
I personally like movies that use close ups and small details to give clues because that just lets me understand the story and find the hidden meanings on my own, and makes the movie more engaging.
I like to be left with a little bit of space for me to interpret films myself. So I like when films develop narratives and storylines with visual clues and elements instead of it being in the face and explained through dialogues and everything.
I'm gonna say visual clues or close-ups because like it's way more intriguing and you can like come up with your own interpretations too, what the director is trying to portray or whatever. I mean, it's way more interesting if it's like visual clues or like close-up shots compared to the clear shots.
I like movies that keep me guessing with sudden twists because they just create more excitement and surprise. Predictable movies, not so much because they just don't give the same thrill as you already know what's going to happen. So, yeah.
While unexpected plot twists may derive more of a reaction from me, I still prefer to watch movies that are predictable to some extent because they give me a sense of control over the narrative.
I love a film with a good plot twist. Like, yeah, I want to watch something which is going to like leave me shocked. That's the whole point of a good film for me. I mean, yeah.
The gender of the protagonist who's playing the character who has schizophrenia does not matter to me as long as the condition is being depicted successfully and in an appropriate manner.
I'm gonna say a woman should be a protagonist for the movie of schizophrenia because, like, I love when women play characters who portray like certain mental disorders because it's way more interesting when a woman does it.